Hi guys and welcome, and today a short review of very nice simple multimeter. As you have seen on the photo, it's really basic device and I bought it for €5, so it was very cheap, but it's a great thing to have some multimeter in your car. You don't need a very expensive multimeter, you don't need something big or with a great quality. You just need to measure volts and amperes in your car, so it's only for a short DC, and I've decided to buy the simplest one because I just want to check my car batteries from a time to time, and I'm not an electrician. I don't use this for professional purpose, just for my own everyday use. And I decided to buy some pretty simple device, but it's really great. The only bad thing in this device is that there's a battery. To install a battery, you need to unscrew the two screws in the back of the device, take the back cover, and then you can change the battery. This is a 9-volt battery, and then you need to put the back plastic cover again and screw two Phillips screws. So you need a Phillips screwdriver. The small cover for just for a battery would be a better idea, but it's an entry device, small device, cheap device, simple device, so it's a normal thing that does some type of weird things. The second bad thing is that it comes with a zinc battery, which can explode or do something damage to your device. So if you want to use it, I recommend to you, if you buy a simple device with a battery, I remove the original battery and put either alkaline or lithium battery. Never put zinc batteries in this type of device. Always put alkaline or lithium battery. I've decided for a really simple and cheap alkaline battery. I bought the battery for €2, so €5 for the device and €2 for battery. So I've just removed the original battery, zinc battery from China, and I've put the new batteries made by French Auchan. So Auchan brand battery for which was really cheap, and I just need this type of device, which I've put just here with the tables. You can see the two tables, and it's a pretty small device just to check a voltage in your car battery and make sure that everything was okay, that you will not damage your battery. Because if you buy a standard battery and you drive only in the city, that's not a big problem because you can call assistance or change battery. If you have standard acid battery, if you have some more expensive battery like a GM battery in your car, which is twice more expensive than acid leak battery, and if you drive on the highway, you drive across the country, across the Europe, you need to be sure that everything is okay. So it's a good idea to have this type of device. If I have to pay 200 euros or even 50 euros for this device, 50 euros, I wouldn't pay for that. I would say that I will rely on assistance. But if this device costs me 5 euros and 2 euros battery, so for 7 euros, less than 2 euros, so it's less than one burner. Because one burner from a burner can cost you from 8 to 11 euros, so it's much cheaper than even a burner. But you will like this type of device. You can measure here, check a lot of things. You can check voltage, the DC voltage, 200 millivolts, 2000 millivolts, up to 20 volts, up to 200 volts, and up to 1000 volt. You can also measure AC voltage up to 750 volts or up to 200 volt in AC. You can also measure DC amperes up to 200 pico, 2000 pico, 20 milliamps, and 200 milliamps. There's also an option to measure up to 10 amp 2 amp DC. This is a special option, so you'll need to change your device settings of your device from DC amperes in micro state to a normal state up to 10 amps, and over 10 amps is not possible to measure DC. You will need another type of device for that, but up to 10 amps it is possible. You have also some manual settings up to ohms, and you can measure up to 200 ohms, 2000 ohms, 20,000 ohms, 200,000 ohms, and 2 million ohms. So it's really important. Or you can also check the short circuit as another settings here on a scale. It's pretty great device, and it's called DT830B digital multimeter, but it was made in China. It's no name, but it's a really great idea just for everyday use. You should always have some type of this device in your car. It's simple, it's cheap, and it is good, and you can rely on it on your travel just to have the most important things in your car. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Bye!